season ago for Northwestern. Just had a marvelous year all the way around. And, 98 goals last year. And for her to be out, who is going to take that next step for Kelly Amonte-Hiller's team? That's the big question for Northwestern without their star attacker.
Her 21st season at the helm. She's the only head coach that Northwestern's ever had. That's Kelly Amonte-Hiller. And yeah, Izzy Skane is almost an unreplaceable presence in that lineup. But they're going to look to players like Lauren Gilbert, preseason Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year. She had 66 goals a season ago and root to a team that averaged, Eric, about 20 goals a game. Hard to find a team that scored more than Boston College on average last year, but Northwestern was certainly one of them.
So the Cats in black, Boston College in white, and there, of course, is Charlotte North, the defending Tewaaraton Award winner, and Jill Girardi on the other side for the Wildcats of Northwestern, and we are set to go. There's some new rule changes across women's lacrosse this year. We'll tell you about that and more as we go through. Initial official draw will go to Boston College, and we are set to begin. Again, we're playing inside Fish Fieldhouse today. Unfortunately, it's beautiful outside, but of course, no way.
In 2022.
Free position chance, and easily put home. For the first goal of the season for Boston College, it's the senior have so much possession, similar to when Sam Apuzzo was dominating the draw control circle a couple of years ago.
100%. And yeah, she scored over 100 goals. But I think as you get that second goal already from Mossman coming out from behind the cage.
Taking the first three.
Yep, they didn't have to deal with Charlotte North in the draw controls last season.
Set up to the middle and a behind the back shot. Wow. Belle Smith with her first goal of the season. Pre-recruit in the country, and she's certainly more.
Familiar face in between the pipes for Boston College. Rachel Hall back for another season, the Oregon transfer, helping lead the team to a national championship. That's not going to count there.
Whistle came out before the shot from Girard. So back to the offensive end. 3-1 lead for BC.
You can see at the back of that goal there's a national championship banner that's hanging right there where it says William V. Campbell Field. They had a ceremony pregame, Eric, to recognize Boston College's national championship.
Chance for Walsh coming in, and she scores. Annie Walsh, the junior from Franklin, Mass, down the road.
Halfway through it.
So with the lead 4-1 and looking for more. Mossman, she scores. And there indeed is the hat trick for Caitlin. Pretty well,
I would say. You know, Belle always seems to be in the middle of everything. That time, that little collision on the sideline, she was the one who took the shot.
Whoa. Here's North, and she scores. First of the season for the Queen of the North. And the reigning Tewaaraton winner, the sophomore. Up ahead to Holmes. Guarded by Sydney Scales. Got a look at this defensive unit for Boston College with Roman and Walsh and Taylor and Melanie Welsh and Holly Schleicher. Gilbert, Schleicher on her. Chance in front, and Girardi scores. Second of the game for Jill Girardi, and it's 6-2.
It was one of the crispest possessions we've.
A volunteer assistant for a long time, elevated to the main coaching staff in 2020 after Tim McCormack, who was a longtime assistant for Northwestern, took the head coaching job at Arizona State. So Scott running the offense, Kelly running the defense.
That's a lot of talent right there. In that family and that coaching staff. They're great players. Scott Hiller was.
That's a good job, and it's a hat trick. Girardi faked the pass and then made the short angled run to the net. And the orange, that'll be on April 22nd. That should be an outstanding game with Kayla Trainer as the new head coach of Syracuse, the former Boston College assistant, taking on her old team. Should be really a lot of fun. Here's North with a little bit of space, spinning, and she is winning to the net. Oh. Wow.
How did that become a goal?
Boston College lead, #1 Eagles over the #4 Wildcats.
And they needed that goal, too. We talked about how things had shifted in Northwestern's favor. BC hadn't scored the whole quarter before that.
Here's a good run by Girardi. She's got all 3 Wildcats goals and now has 4. Jill Girardi. Last year. Tried to hit that right post as she looks. North still looking with 16 to shoot in a 7-4 game. Cutting in front, and it's Martello. Off the setup from Charlotte North. And the Eagles have an 8 foul at the end.
I also think Northwestern made some pretty good defensive adjustments from that first quarter into the second and now third.
Cutting try, and it's Charlotte North.
Whoa.
With just 14 remaining on the possession timer.
Side now right in the center of your screen from that camera angle. She has been the focal point of the attack. Until that.
Cats are back on the board. You know, with Northwestern, there's obviously a bit of a knock on the Big Ten sometimes if you look at some of those teams, and it's the Big Ten up to the ACC. And we talked to Kelly Amonte-Hiller this week. She said she thinks they're right there, but you can't argue they're playing basically the whole ACC before they basically play the whole Big Ten. Turnaround goal for Mahoney. And Carly Mahoney is on the board. That's 2 in a row for Northwestern.
But that just hit the post. That shot there by Gilbert.
That's the second time she has gotten the post in this game.
You can see the net move a little bit, but obviously the ball not in it.
And there is Weeks.
Now it's in the net.
Cassidy Weeks. And stretch the lead to what would be its largest point. All the way for North, wide open, and she scores! You cannot defend that.
She's looking for her second of the quarter. Hit the pipe.
Here comes Gilbert. Got a good run, and an open look, and a save by Hall. Denied, Dylan Amante.
Well, she's had some great ones today.
And now right off of the restart, and it's Gilbert. First of the year for the grad student.
She's got so many tools in the kit available. She can shoot from just about any angle that she wants.
Boom.
Like that. There's the sidearm sling, huh? For #6.
Been created in this sport. And Boston College, it seemed like so close to being there, but of course, you can't be a dynasty unless you win the big one. And now, certainly got over the hump and did so. North got free, wide open, and she scores again. It is 7 for a runaway train. That at the end of the first half, the pass she made to Kayla Martello, which made it 8-4. And now with 6 minutes remaining, Medjid coming in. She scores! Jen Medjid, her first of the game for this. Gonna go for it, gets the pass away. It's a really good one. And Walsh scores. Annie Walsh. Kelly Amonte-Hiller said, look, you take this game, you give it your all, and then you get a great measuring stick, you see where you are, you go and adjust. And we will see how they take out of this one today. Again, did a pretty good job for maybe even 3 quarters holding down the offense. But it's been a challenge, and there is Northwestern getting back on the board. And it's the first. Still 4 minutes to go, but down by 8.
And dare I say, this is not the last very good opponent that Boston College is going to handily take care of this season.
Bell Smith adds another. Second of the game for Smith. Position chance for Smith with 3:09 to go, and she scores. At Syracuse, and a free position chance. Passes it up, good look, and they score. Second goal for Smith, and it's 18-9. Goal in the last couple of minutes, their third of the fourth quarter. But outscored 8-3 in the final frame after being outscored 6-1 in the opening frame. So the start and the finish for Boston College, the dominant features.
It's going to be hard to find things to nitpick for Coach Acacia Walker-Weinstein. After this one, you obviously, as a coach, you'd always rather teach off of a win. They certainly will be doing that. But they have been, as you talked about, in mid, if not postseason form, which is impressive on February the 12th.
Maybe one more look in front. And a good save by Doucette, who was really good early. Kept the Wildcats in it for a while. Final seconds will run off. And the defending national champions are not going anywhere. 18-9, number 1 BC over number 4 Northwestern.
A couple of longtime friends there. Acacia Walker-Weinstein, Kelly Amante Hiller. You know, there's a lot of mutual respect between those two coaches. Well, you bring back just about everybody from a team that won the whole thing about 9 months ago, and it looks like a team that is destined for great things again in 2022. No drop off from those Eagles in Charlotte North.